But I think it's very expensive.
Uber is expensive.
Sure.
Uber is expensive. I've spent over. So this semester is about to end. We've been here since January.
Yes.
We're mid-April. I've spent over, I think, $1,500 on Ubers.
So do you know Kinyarwanda? People assume
that is.
That's great. People assume kutazi Kinyarwanda and
ariko ndakivuga nk'umuzungu. But it's okay.
Ni mutoya.
Ni mutoya.
That is abantu baza hano, people, you shouldn't do that. Kuko bibaho cyane and you think you can do it. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot. People, do not do it. Back to my YouTube channel. I want to first thank everyone who has been supporting me in terms of subscribing, sharing, and commenting. And all those people who are writing in my DMs on Instagram, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. So today I have a special guest. He's going to talk about different things international students should have when they land in the US. That means in terms of documents or anything that can help you when you're here as an international student. So I want to first introduce my guest. Do you mind going ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Israel Tembesa. A little bit about myself. I'm 24. Moved to America in 2008. I have some experience in all this, but yes. I'm just here to share my experience and to help people where I can.
Yes, thank you so much, Ray.
Thank you.
Where do you go? Are you a student or?
I'm a student. Yes, I'm a student. I'm a student here at Oklahoma Christian. I've been a student at University of Houston. I've been a student in the States for a while. So
yes.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's ending soon. So I'm
very
glad.
Soon.
Very soon. So I'm glad.
What are you doing in the university?
Right now I'm a finance and accounting major.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Are you double majoring?
I'm a double major.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. How is it?
I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
You don't want to advise them to do it?
Double major? No, just stay in school. Go to university.
Yeah.
Pick a good paying and something that you enjoy doing. But double major, do it if you have the heart for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So you just told us that you came in the US in 2008.
Yes.
Many people would ask themselves, does that make you an international student? Are you still an international student?
I'm not currently an international student.
Okay.
I am not currently an international student. But I was an international student actually for more years than people think I've been an international student. So I was an international student from 2008 to about 2017.
Yes.
So that's about 9 years.
9 years.
So I was an international student for a while. I went through all the
ups and downs.
Ups and downs of it. Yeah.
Sure. Israel Rwandan?
Israel is a Rwandan. Israel is a Rwandan. Israel is a Canadian, and Israel is an American.
Okay, that's great.
An American now.
American now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
So do you know Kinyarwanda? People assume.
That is.
That's great. People assume kutazi Kinyarwanda and.
Ariko ndakivuga nk'umuzungu. But it's okay.
Ni mutoya.
Ni mutoya.
That is great. So Jai, I want us to dive into our topic.
Okay.
I want to ask you what are the things that international students should have when they come in the US? The first thing.
So the first thing that you need to have are just your basics. It's going to be your I-20, your I-94, and just any other onboarding things that the school requires of you. So just make sure that you're in constant contact with your
the
international affairs, and just go back and forth and make sure that you do everything that they ask you to, and make sure you read everything that they send you. And make sure you don't sign things that maybe things that might put you in something later on.
Yeah.
Because there's been cases of that, and also just make sure that all your information is right.
Yeah, that's
because if your information is not right, then you're going to be on the first plane going back.
And no one wants that.
And no one wants that, especially not right now.
Not right now.
Especially not right now.
Yes.
You don't want
Let me take you back on what you first said. You said I-20 and I-94. Maybe people don't know what that means.
Okay.
Do you mind telling us what that is?
So I-94s and I-20s are basically going to be what you call a visa, or forms that come with your student visa. And those forms are just forms that are needed from the school. And the school gives them to you, and the government has to approve of them.
Sure.
So Those things right there, they're pretty straightforward. I-94, I-20. I forgot the specific names of them.
Yes.
Because they all have specific names.
Sure.
But they are basically things that are needed. You can't be a student in America without those forms.
Yeah.
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 I-20.
It's like a green card for school.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Because also, if you go outside of the country, you have to show your, not outside, but when you come back, you have to show your I-20.
Oh yeah, even actually as a international student here, if you travel to places like Canada and you apply for a visitor's visa to go to Canada, you're gonna have to show all those documentations as well.
Of course.
So it's not just a one and done thing. It's something that follows you from now until you graduate.
Yeah. I think many people have a misconception about it. When they have the visa in their passport, then they think it's done.
No.
Sometimes I had cases where international students travel without their I-20, and it's a lot of problems when they come back in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people, you should have your I-20.
I've heard people getting turned back because they don't have their paperwork.
I know. Yeah. And that is crazy.
It's crazy. Not everything. The things are in the system in the computer, but they expect you to have all your documentation with you because they need to first make sure that documents are authentic.
Yes.
And as well, just they're not here to baby you as well.
That's true. That's true. Like you have to be on your own every single time.
On your own.
So do you want to talk about like how to get SIM cards? Because I mean, you have to, when you go in a new country, you have to go to find the SIM card. Like how does that work here in the country? So
basically, to get a SIM card, you have to have something. You have to have either, if you don't have a social yet, you have, actually, I think you do need a social. But there's some providers that you don't need a social.
It's true.
You just need a driver's license, some type of form of United States identification. So if you're going to go that route, just make sure you have your driver's license. And I'm sure we're going to get into that later. But those are the things you're going to need. You're going to need your driver's license. You need proof. You need an address, like to where they're going to send your mail, stuff like that. And I think for those ones, that's it. And then if you want to go to those big companies such as Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, you're going to need your social.
Of course.
There's going to be a lot more documentation behind that. Yeah.
So let's unpack this. When you're getting a SIM card, there is something called the plan.
Yeah.
You come here and everyone is like, come on my plan, come on my plan.
Yeah.
You know, and when the plan is about to end, it's like, oh my God, I haven't paid my plan. Now nobody's going to call me. You know, people are under that stress. Can you tell us what the plan is and how it works?
So a plan basically is just, it's going to be a package. It's a package that you pay for, provided by your carrier.
Yes.
So most plans in America are pretty straightforward. It's unlimited.
Sure.
Unlimited everything, unlimited call, text, and data.
Yeah.
And it's not really limited data. It just you'll never reach the limit.
Maximum.
You'll never reach the maximum that they have set.
Yes.
I've reached it a few times in my life. Very few times.
So what are you doing?
I'm watching movies on Netflix on 4K like this. So that's about it. But other than that, you're not going to use everything. So you would just want to find something that's in your price range. And you're going to want to find something just that has a good coverage. Because you don't want to, like, we go to school out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
And we're just lucky we're by the biggest city in our state.
Yeah.
But if you go a little bit outside, we might not get any cell service if you don't have a good carrier. So just make sure that you look at all those things.
Yes.
Those are the two most important things you have to look at. It's not going to be the things of Social Security, because if you have all your documentation, then eventually you're going to get all those things.
Yeah.
The two things you want to look for is price and coverage.
Yes, that's true. Because the price can start even for $15.
Yeah.
I think that is the cheapest that we have.
Yeah, I think that's the cheapest. It's Cricket, I think.
Yeah.
Cricket's pretty good. On me, yeah.
Yes. You can go like 50. You can start on 15, but I think you just have limited messages.
Yeah.
Limited
data.
Yeah, limited data.
Limited data.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
And also you can go up to 50. It depends on how It depends on the package that you chose.
Yeah,
also.
It does.
Yeah. And also when we talk about the plan, sometimes people come here and, all the diasporas, they start, buying iPhones, the latest iPhones. But like, where do they get the money? But they don't know that we can buy them on the plan.
I know you can buy them on the plan, but I know where they get their money. And it comes from they apply for the credit cards.
Sure.
Because, you get your social.
Yes.
And once you get your social, there's a lot of opportunities provided to you.
Yeah.
So people apply for credit cards and everything, but don't be fooled because credit cards, they're good for people who have discipline.
Yes.
They're not good for people who are, the way I like to think about it, people who come to college, you're learning how to be disciplined.
Yes.
Because most people who come to college for the first time are either they're going to be in 18 or they're going to be young 20s.
Yes.
So
it's 18 to 24.
18 to 24.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
So most of those people, you're still trying to learn discipline,
Yes.
You're still very, you can be influenced to do a lot of things. So for someone, if you know yourself and you know you're not too disciplined, don't let that money, let it trick you.
Don't let it trick you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to get one,
Yeah.
You have. That's why tricky it is. You don't want to spend a lot of money. You don't want to be interested with yourself. A lot of money, like 1,500 or 2,000. That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But if you don't get the credit card, then after 4 years, when you go in, when you're job hunting or you just want to rent, there should be a credit score.
There should be a credit score.
That's very, very tricky.
It is tricky because I'm thinking about those things right now because I'm gonna graduate in very near future. But I've never owned a credit card in my whole life.
Sure.
So I'm thinking about those things because I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna want to find my own apartment. They're gonna run my name and they're gonna find nothing.
Nothing.
So either I'm gonna have to be very cash heavy, or I'm gonna have to start growing my my credit very slowly.
Sure, I get it.
Yeah.
So you talked about the social security and how, on everything that you just said, you pinpointed social security to have it as an international student.
Yeah.
How does the social security work? People have a lot of questions about it. I'm talking about people who are not here in the US. They're more likely to understand social security. They're going to ban it. I have used it in a wrong way. People are under that pressure of social security. What is it? How can we get one? And is it very necessary for international students to have it? All that. Walk us through the process.
So I'll start with your last question. Is it important for an international student to have it? So it's kind of double-sided.
Yes.
So it's important for you to have it, yes, but it's not the most important thing if you don't plan on staying in the States.
Yes.
If you don't plan on staying in the States, then you don't really need it for the long term. So I wouldn't really put too much pressure on myself on getting that. But that's not the case for most people. Most people, when they graduate, they want to find a job right away, or they get offers while they're still in school. So they're staying here. You're going to need a social security card. And the way you go about getting that, you're going to need those two documents that we said before, the I-94 and your I-20.
Yes.
And then you're going to need also, I believe it's a job offer. I'm not Wikipedia. I don't take my words for what they are, but I know for sure you need your I-94 and you're going to need your I-20 and you need a job, a job offer.
Yes.
Or something saying you're about to be employed.
Yes.
And you're going to need those papers. And I believe you're going to need a paper from your international affairs office from your school.
Yeah.
And then once you get all those documents, you're going to make an appointment at a social security office, your nearest one, or you can pick one that's not busy.
Yes.
I recommend that because I've helped people in the past get their social security. But when you're in a big city, especially when you go to places like downtown, where most social security offices are, you're going to find it's congested, backed up, like most government services around the world. It's going to be backed up, backed up. So I recommend finding one that's kind of, this might be around the mucharo, right? Find one out in the countryside and, where it's not busy.
Yeah.
And it should work very quickly. But you put your documents in, you submit your documents, 2 weeks, you got it.
That's true. Ndibuka ngeze hano maze kuna social security yanjye the same process nko ubivuze niko nayibonye, but everyone will be telling me you don't have to tell anyone about your social security numbers.
It's very, very important.
Sure.
Very important.
Very important.
That you don't let anyone know your social security number.
Yeah.
Not anyone. Even, I know this might sound like really, really bad, but even your parents.
Sure.
Your parents, your family members should not know your social security number, because your social security number is what, it's like you. It's you in the system. It's you.
For sure, it's you.
It's you. So you can apply for anything with social security number, and once they use that, it's you. It's you. So I actually have a story of my social security number being used illegally. Someone stole my information online. So it's one of those shady websites. I probably put my social in, and one day I get a call from work. While I'm at work, my manager comes to me and says, "Hey, why are you filing for unemployment while you're working? You're actually like, you're in your shift right now." And then we're getting a call saying that you're filing for unemployment. And I told him I'm not filing for unemployment. So, but he was hell bent. This is your social. Who else uses your social?
Sure.
But
so I really get it.
Yeah. So it was really bad. So I had to go through the IRS. Thankfully, I didn't have to get a new social, because it was one instance, but it was an option for me.
Yes.
It was an option they presented to me.
That's true.
So the person ended up getting arrested.
Yeah. Oh, so you knew the person?
I didn't know the person. I didn't know the person. It was some random Nigerian guy in Houston. But he I don't know why he was using my social, but
sure. I know, like, many people, not many people, but a few institutions are the one to ask you your full social. And that can be your bank, can be your employer, and who else? I mean, I think people, I don't know, you have to also be, mature. Kugira ngo urebe umuntu nyine utayo. Iyo ugiye nko mu kazi, muri government things, of course you have to. Abandi, they have to ask you for the last 4 digits.
Last 4 only.
No one should call you on the phone and tell you.
Never give your personal information on your phone, over the phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Always make sure either it's in person, or you're doing it yourself online.
Yes.
And even when you're online, you have to exercise some type of like safety, internet safety.
Yeah. Of course, you have to be extra careful.
Even
the address, it's not about the social security only. Even the address, no, you cannot get, because people, I mean, this is I don't know. You have to be mindful. You have to be extra careful to whoever you give your home address, your phone number, your social security, or anything that relates to you. You have to be extra careful. Yeah, that is very, very crucial.
It is very crucial. It's very crucial.
Yeah. So you also talked about something about driver's license.
Yeah, driver's license.
I mean, we don't have plans to buy cars. So should we have a driver's license?
You should have a driver's license. Okay, so you have 2 options. You have a driver's license and you have your state ID. You can get one or the other.
Yes.
Because I don't expect everyone to know how to drive or want to know how to drive. So you don't really need a driver's license. You don't need to go through all the tests and everything of driver's license. You can just go get a state ID. And the state ID is very straightforward. All you need is your visa, your student visa, so your I-94 and your I-20, and just 2 pieces of mail showing an address of where you're staying. And that's all you need for the state ID.
The state ID, good.
And then, but for a driver's license, the only thing to add on to that is you're gonna need to do your driver's test.
Yeah.
Or if you come from a country that has an international driver's license, then you just transfer over your driver's. You just apply for a new driver's license. But there's very, very few countries. I don't think there's any African country that transfers their.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
What they do, if you come with your home driver's license, they can allow you to drive on it for like 6 months.
Yeah,
that's the maximum.
That's the maximum. Yeah.
And then you have to find the US driver's license. Yeah. And also you have to, before getting a driver's license, I don't know what you say, you have to learn to have a learner's permit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What we call provisoire.
Yeah, provisoire. Yeah, you need that. You need that. But either way, you still need all those documents to apply for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that learner's permit is it's the first process, the first step that you have to.
Yeah.
And then after you're gonna add you're gonna have the driver's license after.
Yeah.
And learner's permit, you do it, and I think you wait for 30 days.
Yeah.
It also like comes as a card.
Yeah.
And then after you go.
After 30 days, you can just.
You can do the driver's test.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very, very good though.
It's good.
I mean, can we have all that in math when you reach here?
I mean, if you're really about it, if you're really about it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can really, really do it. But if you take your time and everything, yeah. It would probably take, if I'm being honest, 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
But what we want to tell you is that it's very, very easy.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Steps.
It's very easy.
Yeah, they're very, very easy. It's just that you need to know the right information.
Yeah.
Because everyone is gonna tell you, I can do this for you. I can. The same thing on the phone plans or the SIM card plans.
Yeah.
People get fooled or tricked easily. You know, but it's in their own benefits.
Yeah,
you know,
it is,
so you have to be extra careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have
to choose. I won't lie to you because I've helped people with that, and even myself, I've done it. That information that I've gotten for helping, like that I need to help people, like either I'm applying for them on their behalf or anything. I have a lot of information.
Yeah.
If I was a bad person, I could really, really make this person's life really, really hard.
Yeah.
For the rest of their time here, or for the future.
Yeah.
So, just to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
You just want to be careful of who you give it to. Just make sure you trust the people and like really trust the people, and you'll be fine.
Just trust like one person.
Yeah, one.
Only one person?
Nah, yeah, don't make it too many people.
No.
Don't make it too many people. Because if it's too many people, it's...
mu Rwanda uragenda ukizera umuntu babiri batatu, that's okay.
Oh yeah, in Rwanda it's easy.
Rwanda it's easy. But when you're here, you don't know people's intentions.
Yeah.
You also have to know that.
Yeah.
Because,
it's a lot of problems.
Yeah, it's
a lot of problems. If you're just very naive. If you're very naive here,
people are gonna use you.
People are gonna use you.
You're gonna use you in every situation.
Like I've seen a story of people who, let's say, like you said, get their first job here, and then someone's like, okay, if you don't have a bank account, you can use mine.
Yeah. If you don't have a what?
A bank account. I've seen a story like that. If you don't have a bank account,
you can use mine.
Come use mine.
Yeah.
And then the money gets sent to their account, and then they just refuse.
Yeah.
To give you the money.
That's true.
Because it's in their account. You can't tell them to remove money by force.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you just got scammed.
Yeah.
So.
By your friend. You scammed by your friend.
Imagine.
That's the thing.
Imagine by your friend. Imagine that.
Thank you for bringing up that. For bringing up the bank accounts. How can we set up bank accounts?
Bank accounts. So you're gonna need your social, you need your driver's license, and you're gonna need your I-94.
Yeah.
And once you have all those things, you're gonna go to your nearest bank.
Yeah.
I recommend you to do your own research and to see which banks are more available in your area.
Yeah.
So I know over here, so personally, I bank with Chase.
Yes.
But it's because my family lives, some of my family lives in Houston. So that's where I stay most of the time. And when I go to Houston, Chase is everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's where I like to bank. But over here in Oklahoma, it's Bank of America.
Yeah, Bank of America.
Bank of America is everywhere.
True.
So most people here have a Bank of America.
Yeah.
Just make the right decision based on what's around you.
Yes.
And also take advantage of the college programs that they have. Because a lot of them have college banking accounts.
Yes.
So it means your first 5 years you don't pay any fees. Probably have protected overdraft fees. Because life happens.
Yeah, sure.
And all those things. Just make sure you pick the right programs. I know Chase has a very good student account. Bank of America does as well.
Yeah, they do.
Chime does. So just look around, make your choice. But just make research. But you need those 3 things. You need your social. You need proof of address, which is going to be your driver's license, and you're going to need your visas and your passport.
Sure.
You're gonna need your passport. Don't lose your passport when you're here.
No, you have to.
Don't lose your passport when you're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to go with it everywhere. Koko hari igihe ushobora kuvuga ngo you need a bank account before a driver's license.
Sometimes, yeah.
So when you don't have a driver's license yet, your passport can work everywhere because they know you're an international student. So they will definitely need, even though you have a driver's license, I've seen many banks when they say, even though we see you have a driver's license, but it shows that you're not an American and not a US citizen. So we need like your passport. So if you don't have it, it's not looking good.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good because let's say like, because the times we are in right now, right? The police has the right to look into your immigration status now.
Of course.
So they didn't have that right before, but now they do. So now the police can pull you over. And ask and look into your stuff. And if you have nothing to show or make, or if your documents are not in the right order, the thing I said before, make sure all your information is correct.
Sure.
Because your school might have not caught it. The U.S. government might not have caught it.
Yes.
But that police officer might catch it.
They have the right.
They have the right, and they might catch it while they're looking it over. And if they catch it, they have every right to deport you.
Yeah.
So just make sure your passport is, you have it and it's valid.
It's valid.
It's valid. Because not everyone has an embassy in America. So you don't want to be stuck having to travel to Canada, having to travel to England, or having to travel to Mexico to go get a passport. Yeah.
That's true. So we talked about driver's license and getting a car, but if you're an international student, maybe you're new at school, you don't have friends, you don't know anyone there, and maybe they're in a position of not helping you to relocate to where you want. Maybe you want to go to open the bank account, you want to go to Walmart, you want to go everywhere you want. So would you recommend people to use public transportation?
If it's available. If you live in a big city and you have public transportation, definitely take advantage of public transportation because that's what it's there for. It's there for people to save money on travel. So saving money on travel, it's essential. Because travel is not cheap here.
It's true.
Because your alternatives are going to be things like Uber, Lyft, I forgot another, Waymo. Things like that. Those are going to be your options, and they get expensive. They get really expensive.
The Uber, I think it's very expensive.
Uber is expensive.
Sure.
Uber is expensive. I've spent over, so this semester is about to end. We've been here since January.
Yes.
We're mid-April. I've spent over, I think, $1,500 on Ubers.
$15?
$1,500.
That's a lot.
1,500 this this whole semester.
This like 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months.
Yes.
I've used 1,500, and I'm sure by the end of this month it's going to reach 2,000.
Yeah.
So, and no, they're just saying I'm just living a normal life. I don't.
You don't have to go to work every day.
I don't have to go to work every day. I don't have to do this. So, I'm just living a life of a normal student. I'm, here and there I'll go to eat with my friends.
Yes.
Maybe I'll go out to eat with my friends maybe once a week, twice a week, or grocery shopping.
Yes.
Because there's not always going to be people available to take you grocery shopping.
That's true.
So grocery shopping, going out, because we're young.
That's true.
We do things more than the older crowd does things. So we do things more frequently. So going out, we probably go out more frequently. So every weekend you're going to be spending the money to go to Ubers and everything. So to make your budget like a little looser, if public transportation is there, take it. And if you're looking for schools in the States, look for schools in cities that have good public transportation. Because that's going to be a big part of your budget. Because you have to move.
You also, when we talk public transportation, you also have to include Google Maps or maps in general. So hari ukuntu abantu baza hano umenyereye kugenda mu Rwanda ahantu ha 10 minutes n'ibiki. So when you put, maybe you're going to Walmart, and then when you put in maps, it just shows you like 10-minute drive. They're like, ahantu ahagenda, right? You can walk this place. And people, it's very far.
It's very far because a 10-minute walk, I mean, a 10-minute drive in America is not the same thing as 10-minute drive in Rwanda. It's
not. It's not. I've heard a lot of stories. Abantu bashyira muri Google Map bakabona nka 10 minutes cyangwa nka 20 minutes walk.
Yeah.
bakumva ni hafi.
Yeah.
But if it's your first time, maybe you came in summer, harashyushye cyane.
Yeah.
You can't like ntabwo wagenda nk'ahantu nyine y'iminota 5 hashyushye kuriya.
Someone walked to Walmart, right? Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna say any names.
No, do not.
I'm not gonna say any names, but
that's true.
But yeah, and we all have a friend. He walked all the way.
Friend.
Yeah, he walked all the way to Walmart.
To Walmart.
I mean, it's far.
It's very far.
That's like what, like I think 8 miles.
Yeah.
So
when it's your first time here.
Yeah.
In that hotness, it's very, very hot.
It's a longer drive because I mean the drives are different from here in Rwanda because of our speed limits are way different.
Yes, they're very, very different.
Way different. So over here, what do? Over here we do probably like what 40 on the street, 45 miles per hour. And back home, when I drive back home, I feel like I'm
Canadian. You feel like you're working.
I feel like I'm going slow. Like I can see people. Sometimes they're walking faster than my car.
Sure.
Yeah, because all those speed limits, Sophia's are everywhere. So just it's different. It's two different things. A 10-minute drive over there, 10-minute drive over here.
It's very, very
different.
Yeah.
If you're going the same speed, 10-minute drive, you can be outside Kigali.
Of course, yeah.
Starting anywhere. If you're going the same speed. But in Kigali, you can drive for 10 minutes. And,
you can.
And not get out.
Abantu baza hano, people, you shouldn't do that. Kuko bibaho cyane, and you think you can do it. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot. People, do not do it. So, Joy, as we wrap up this session, do you want to advise international students who are planning to come here, maybe for the fall intake or spring intake, or anytime they're willing to come here? Do you want to give them any advice, and do you want to do that in Kinyarwanda?
Oh, nah, I can't. I wish I could, but...
I mean, you can mix.
Just... Only thing I can tell you guys... Okay, maybe you can translate for me.
No.
You
can.
Maybe you can translate for me. Maybe you can translate for me. But only thing I want to say is just keep trying. Keep your head up.
Yeah.
You know, videos like this are here. We're here to help you.
Sure.
You can always reach out. Most people are nicer than you think. You have to have faith in humanity. That's one thing I've learned through life. Just have faith in humanity. Have faith in your fellow, wherever you come from. Rwandans, Kenyans, Ugandans, you know. Just have faith in your community. They'll help you out.
Sure.
They'll help you out. Just, you know, like we said, just don't be naive. But they'll help you out for the most part. And just do good in school.
Yes.
Yeah, and keep your head straight.
Sure.
And there's a lot of things that happen here. So that don't happen back home. So just be ready for those hurdles.
Sure.
Yeah, just keep your head straight.
Yeah.
That's one thing I have to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
and thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Roy, for being on this podcast. It really means a lot. And thank you for sharing your stories and all experiences with your audience.
Thank you.
Really means a lot to them and also to me. But do you want to tell people to subscribe, share, comment? But in Kinyarwanda, try speak in Kinyarwanda. No, kubabwira mukore subscribe.
Okay, sawa. Mukore subscribe, musharinge, mulike iyi video. Kuri link mugire, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So subscribe to my girl.
Yes, thank you so much.
She's trying really hard. She's trying to help you.
Yeah.
So please subscribe, watch, share.
Yes.
Share this because you're not the only person who needs it.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Problem.
And people, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. There will be linker. There will be LY_NK_ER. You can just follow Break the Mentality on Instagram. There will be Break_the Mentality. Or yes, thank you. Or you can just subscribe on this YouTube channel. It's going to be in my name's link. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.